Alright guys, right now, I'm not sure if you're seeing this right now. It's either on my channeled thing right now, or Supremacy 1914, which I really actually like doing my commentary bits there. But it might be showing my YouTube thing because I'm uploading a video right now. But, anyways, I'm gonna continue either way. Today I'm gonna be doing a commentary vid on why Fallout 4 sucked. Now, I personally do think that Fallout 4 was a weak end to the series. Fallout 4 had a lot of hype in 2015 when it was being released. And, well, that was partially due to Fallout New Vegas being such a great game. And a lot of people thought that this was going to be a good game too. Um, TJ Mantis did a video on why Fallout 4 owes Fallout New Vegas. So if you really want to know about the lore behind Fallout New Vegas's, um, well, it's actually more of Fallout 4's hype to Fallout New Vegas. I'd watch his video. He's got some cool stuff. Anyways, Fallout 4 sucked, pretty much because, well, the story's pretty bad. Searching for a long-dead relative is pretty weird. If Cotsworth tells you that you were in there for 200 years, your opinion looking for Sean should change, because he's gone. I get the beginning part, but really, they could have worked with something better. Sean would be dead after 200 years, but somehow he isn't because of Institute technology. But the player wouldn't think that. The player would think he's long dead. So yeah, that they did that pretty badly. And well, in the beginning part, they copied Fallout New Vegas a little bit with someone getting shot. Plus, they don't really give you too much time to get introduced to your wife in the game. And you don't really feel too much emotion looking for her when she is shot. They're trying to make you feel it, but it feels rushed that way. If you were shot, though, it was a different story, and Fallout New Vegas did that, and that's how it worked. Plus, they made you hate Benny in the beginning because he was a gangster. And, well, Kellogg seems more of a mercenary. You can't really hate them. You sorta can, but they're doing things for people for money. And a lot of people do that. So, yeah. Anyways, overall, Fallout was still pretty weak, although I do have to say it had some good parts in it too. The weapon system in Fallout 4 is absolutely magnificent, although the idea of weapons breaking and, well, Fallout New Vegas had it where weapons break, and in Fallout 4 your weapons don't break. That was actually, I think it would have been better with the old weapon system, because weapons breaking and needing more weapons to repair them would, honestly, I think it would fit Fallout 4 pretty well. But removing that, I'd say it was a bad idea. Um, the speech skill in this game is pretty much OP, although it's pretty much used to get more caps and other things like information. But yeah, Fallout New Vegas had great gunplay. Fallout 4 had great gunplay, and the graphics were great. Although it was still a buggy game, but every Fallout game is pretty much buggy. And well, the factions were pretty good. Uh, they'd given lore about the Institute in Fallout 3 actually, where you can hear about a bit about them in Fallout 3. There's a quest called the Replicated Man, I think. I never really completed the quest in Fallout 3, so I don't know too much about it, but it explains some stuff about the Institute. Anyways, the railroad is also in the game, and Fallout 3 also set the stage for the railroad, and it was also part of the Replicated Man, where I think a person from the railroad actually talks to you in that game. Again, I don't know much about the quest. Just play Fallout 3 for yourself, you'll see it. Um, yeah, so basically, Fallout 3 set the stage for two factions in this game, which were the Railroad and the Institute. I don't remember them talking about the Minutemen too much in Fallout 4. Well, Fallout 3, I meant. But the Minutemen do sort of make sense. The Brotherhood, though, well, Fallout 3 sort of set the stage for that too. Um, I'll make a video on judging Fallout 3 later. But, yeah. Overall, the Brotherhood from Fallout 3 sort of felt copy-pasted from the other Fallout games. They should have completely worked with something new. And even though they worked with the Brotherhood in Fallout 3, I do feel that they should have well, there should have been an ending where you could have sided with the outcasts, which were basically a piece of the Brotherhood that broke off. You should have been able to side with them. But unfortunately, they never added that. Also, um, Fallout New Vegas. Well, Fallout 4 is sort of New Vegas in a way. There's 4 factions you could decide from, and in Fallout New Vegas, there's a bunch of minor factions. In this one, they cut out all the minor factions and just stick with the major ones. Basically, Legion, Strip, Mr. House. There's technically 4 factions in Fallout New Vegas, although not really. The technical one is Yes Man. He's pretty much, I'm not really sure if he's his own faction, but technically in Fallout New Vegas there's 4. But in Fallout 4, they basically copied New Vegas with the faction thing. And, well, it isn't exactly copying, because any really game could have a bunch of factions. But it still sort of is copying. You decide the fate of Massachusetts in that game. And it sort of is just Fallout New Vegas. Pretty much. But, yeah. Basically, they copied Fallout New Vegas a bit. Their hype train was for Fallout New Vegas. And, well, it wasn't for Fallout New Vegas, but it was because of Fallout New Vegas. But, yeah, that's pretty much why Fallout 4 is pretty bad. Although it's still it's still a pretty decent game though. Just the story and other things like that are pretty bad. But anyways, I'd still recommend the game. It's pretty good. I've never beaten it myself, but I might soon. Anyways, I'm cutting it off.